中午11点10分，距离他来还有5个小时。他肯定在看那本翻新的漫画，虽然每次都会被班主任抓个正着。中午12点半，他就是喜欢吃食堂的凉面。
Hey, I'm commenting on the short film Yo-Yo. I thought that this was a really fantastic depiction of sort of a hard truth that I think a lot of people have to learn at some point in their life. That relationships don't always mean the same thing to all the people involved in them. Um, I thought that the way that you sort of made things ambiguous and made it, a very serious thing for one character and then kind of a joke for the other, was really clever. And you can really see um, how this girl would pin her hopes on something that's just not going to happen. Um, I thought it was smart to include the classmate who Yo-Yo clearly had a crush on as an element of this. I think that worked really nicely. And I loved the bit where they briefly had this sort of perfect moment where they create this, like, fan tunnel of a cave that they can, both exist under. And then the reveal I thought was smart and, obviously kind of evocative of that scene in Titanic. But yeah, I thought you did a really nice job with this. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely well acted, well written. Fantastic work. Good job.
I just got done finished watching Yo-Yo, and I have to commend the two actresses that were in this that the filmmakers chose, because they had such a cool rapport between them. They both did such an excellent job. For the one actress, you could see the attraction, you could feel the attraction from her. And I think that everybody has been kind of in this position where you have such a crush on someone. So the story of this was very relatable. I think the cinematography was great. I think that the camera angles were great, and the story was there. It had a beginning, a middle, and an end. So yeah, nice job.
Hi, these are my comments on Yo-Yo. I thought this was a really beautiful short. I really enjoyed it. I thought that the color palette was really beautiful, and the brightness and the tones of blue and pink and mauve. I thought all of those made for a really easy and like soft, subtle story composition. I thought it was, I loved the leads. I thought they had really beautiful chemistry. The story kind of reminded me of Portrait of a Lady on Fire. And I thought that the way they played it was really grounded and very heartbreaking, honestly, towards the end. But I was very invested, and I thought the actors did a really beautiful job. And there's some really, really creative shots as well. I thought the shot of them under the covers with the fan was really beautiful, and like a lot of dual shots between the two of them that furthered the theme. I thought that were really great. And the ending, again, I thought the ending was a real gut punch, which is great. I think that the exploration of one's sexuality at that time is such a tender thing, and I thought the approach to it and the tenderness and the soft and the subtlety of the script really furthered that. And I think, again, the actors really embodied those themes as well. I thought the reveal of the portrait was great. Obviously, whoever the artist was also did an excellent job. And there was so many like really subtle, tiny reveals and like moments of tension, like when they're on the bed, that I thought were really paced, really well. The pacing I thought was also another really strong sticking point for this one. I really enjoyed it.
This film does a wonderful job at capturing that feeling of a first love or a crush, being young and in love. It's such a special time, and the filmmakers here do a great job again at capturing that, at just making it feel so natural. It's playful, it's flirty, but still feels appropriate, not gratuitous, really. Um, and yeah, I'm just amazed at again how well they were able to capture that feeling. Everything from just the choices that they made to to isolate these two, which is it's such a big deal. Being alone with your crush, such a great feeling. The color choices, just even just the small interactions, the everything they did really helped paint that picture of finally being alone with your first crush, and being able to explore. Really, really well done. It just lives in that feeling the whole time, right from the way the film starts. uh, our lead says something about, oh, she'll be here in 5 hours, and you just when you're counting down like that, it's just, yeah, small things like that are both expository, but also just really uh, honest. It just felt very authentic and genuine to that feeling of, again, just having that crush, that pure infatuation. The the tempting fruit is something you can have. It's all there. It's all painted so beautifully here with the way shots are framed, and the playfulness of it. The bit with the fan under the covers. I mean, to be with someone you're completely crushing over, under a sheet like that, and how things escalated, it all felt just very natural, really grounded, and the performances were delightful too. These two do a great job at just carrying the film uh, with no problems whatsoever. I loved everything about that. The dialogue was really strong too. Um, I guess in part the translation was really strong for me. Everything really was done to a high level here. So really, I enjoyed it thoroughly. Great work.